wanted to give an update on something that I'm trying for my planner, which is the Hobonichi A5 Cousins. It's amazing. It is, though, on the plain side, which is a good thing because it allows you to kind of just focus. And I thought I would like it as just being able to take lots of notes, have things down, and not get distracted by other things. But I found that as the lines were so close together, when I had a to-do list, like you can see this to-do list here on the top is really tiny. And so then I have to really kind of struggle a little bit to be able to figure out what's going on. So I decided I was going to try something different. I didn't think I wanted to switch the planner because the Hobonichi itself works really well. But I wanted to see what some other inserts look like when people buy the monthly subscriptions. For this guy here, the A5, I figured I would go to it's Cocoa Daisy. And Cocoa Daisy just has amazing, beautiful type of artwork that I thought was really it just really spoke to me. And each month I seem to like, there are some primary color months that I wasn't too into, but I figured what I would do is go to the old subscriptions. So right now it is May, and I ordered this, I might have ordered it in April. I wound up getting the older ones. It was discounted, and that way I could play with it and not feel like it was too big of a commitment. So this is, I guess, 7 months later for this particular one, but you're going to see it works really well. The great thing is it does have the date and everything here, but I don't need the divider. So it's cute. I think if I had a A5 planner, I would just use this because this is like, you're going to see this is so cute. And then there's this page here. So it allows you, I guess, to do anything. I'm not sure what it exactly is for, but you can see there's no dates. So then it makes it super flexible. So even though it's November, I can't tell it's November by the color scheme or by any type of artwork that would be like, Thanksgiving. This just says beautiful, it just says pretty. And it's something you want to look at. On the other side, it has some artwork with some graph paper, so also just very useful in terms of being able to take notes. I got the unpunched one since I don't have a planner, ring planner, and you can see there's several different ones. So if I'm using this, I can use this depending on what I'm going to use it for any time of the year. Okay, I can kind of try out different things. I don't have to, it's not a big commitment. Then there's this paper, and it is not joy that makes us grateful, it is gratitude that makes us joyful. And I don't know if this is the same for each of the individual things, but you'll see there's a gratitude log. I don't know if that's for every single month, but if it is, it'd be great. You can see again, week of, so no commitment to a date. You can use it anytime you want. And you can pretty much do anything here. You could track stats, and I could do maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and put a different thing on each of these. Oh, I just thought of something. I could also use it for tracking, habits. And so if I wanted, it doesn't have to be the week of something or another, but I can say, pretend that's the habit of, and just put a little sticker over there and write something on top of it. And then I can keep track of it. That's one thing. Make sure that I'm doing certain things. And you can see this is, I thought, just so pretty. It's a gratitude list. And this, you can see, really can be perpetual for a month. You can do one per week or something. Anything that you really want to. So I think this is just really pretty. So, and again, there's several sheets of this. And this is the daily to-do. So I showed this initially in another video, and I'm going to show you how I have it set up now. But this has just really great information. So let's look at it a little more closely. The daily to-do has a must-do, a call. It has a to-do list, schedule, and then hydrate. If this was for one day and you don't have to commit to a day because there's just a line, you can put whatever dates you want. I'm going to use it for a week of, so I'm going to do daily to do week of this. And my week starts on Monday. And then I figure I can put this in my planner, and I'll show you how I did that and be able to utilize it and give my give the planner some more color without having to do the watercolors, do a lot of things where I love doing it and I love the look of it, but I think if I'm spending time, I'd rather think and accomplish things and not do as much of the watercolor just for decoration. I think I want the decoration. I just don't want to be the one responsible for it. So, and then on the back, you'll see, again, daily to do. I'm going to put the week of 15-minute pickup. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this, but I guess it'd be helpful. Notes and ideas, always useful. Before bed, this may be something that I know, okay, I need to read this paper, or I need to read this document, or ensure that some email, was responded to in the evening, so it may still be work related here. Thankful, I'm going to focus on things that are work related. Again, I'm concentrating on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then purchases, I don't know if that will be related to work or if it'll be related to just big things that I should be keeping track of, because sometimes I know when I had this package lost, the only time I could call was really like during work hours. So I would, when I had a little break, I would go and make a call about something. So I don't know if that's something that's going to come up, but I may change that category if there's not something at work that I really need to do, because this is something I'm going to reference at work more than anything. And you can see, because it is a daily, there are many days here. There are a ton of days. And if I'm using it per week, and there's like 30 days in a month, I'm going to be able to use this for the whole month. So I think that that's going to be great. So let me show you how I set it up in the planner. And I have put it in two different spots. So I took the insert of the kind of week at a glance here. It has the graph paper in the back with the artwork. And I just trimmed off it a little bit. And I trimmed off a little bit on this end because I didn't think I would need this side as much, because there's more enough space here. And then I used a little piece of tape. I like this color better than this, and I could probably switch it up. So I'm going to see how this works, and I'm just going to like play with it a little bit. I think having it here, I'll think about what it could be used for. And because I have washi tape, I can just pull it off. I originally did this thinking I wasn't going to pull it off and I was going to leave it in, but I think that's not really going to be the case. So it initially was here, and you can see when I tried to pull the washi tape off, because I had like rubbed it so much to try to make sure it wasn't going to move, that it kind of took a little bit of the paper with it. So I'll probably, and I am using smaller pieces so that it's easier to remove for what you'll see for the next one, which is, so this is going to be my Monday start for the week of the 9th. So I put here, week of May 9th here. And you'll see I have a tiny little piece of washi. And again, I cut off just the edge here. And now I have something where I could take a look here. I can make sure that what I'll do tonight is schedule and make sure that everything on my schedule is on my daily page. And then I also check my Outlook, because Outlook is where people at work will put my appointments when they're making them for me. So I need to ensure that I know what appointment is when. That way I can say, okay, this is what I need to do. But maybe someone was supposed to schedule something and it's not on this schedule. I'll also look at the next day. So I will take a look at the following day and then say, oh my goodness, on Outlook there was supposed to be something and it's not there. So let me go ahead and then follow up and make sure, this particular thing is scheduled at some point. Right now I have follow up. What I need to do is also have who that's delegated to. So I need to wind up like going, it's going to be like email. Technically, if I need a follow-up for this person, I need to email someone, and then I need to make sure that they're aware that maybe something just fell through a crack or an email didn't get through. So then I'll also have like little things. I notice here, which is fine, is there's not an email type of to-do, but email's a big part of my work, and so in terms of like, that's how we're going to normally communicate about things that need to be done. So what I want to do is probably keep this centered as emails, because emails are quick. I'm not going to carry forward an email. Email should happen like in 2 seconds. Technically, I don't even need to, write this down, but sometimes what I'll do is, because I'm trying to say, oh, I'm going to follow up on something, by the time I'll check the next morning, because I don't want to send an email at night, because then it gets a little bit confusing because people don't see it as the today type of email. And so I want it to come in the morning. So like at 5 or 6 a.m., I might try to follow up on these emails. And then that way, when someone opens up their email in the morning, it'll be one of the first things that they see. I think a lot of people don't see the emails from the night. So I will then take a look. This is probably stuff that is really lower priority on the back. Like this type of stuff is really kind of end of the day things. So I'm going to keep this in the front. And so you'll see that what'll happen is I'll be able to review this must do. So I'll at least have one must do. And usually must do things are things that are deadline dependent. So if there's a deadline on, the 10th, I need to make sure that it's done. And then I'll put like, I need to figure out when this particular presentation's done. I think it's actually on the 9th. So it's more even a to-do for today, which is the day before the 9th. And so to make sure that that's ready, I'll do it. But if I'm in the morning and I realize that I didn't complete it the following night, I know that this has to be done, I do it. It's a must do. Then I have things that are follow-up that are to-dos, and then these I can kind of push forward. And I don't want to have to rewrite things, because that's just a waste of time. And I realize when I go back, I can check all these little things where there's, no particular, it hasn't been completed. I mean, there's still an open box here. So, but I have to physically go back and follow each of these little boxes and then check them. And you can see, like, I'm not getting everything done because I'm not seeing it is one thing. So if I don't get to it in a day, and these aren't must-dos, the open boxes, if they were must-dos, I'd be in big trouble. So the to-do list, you can see, is much bigger because usually to-dos are going to be a little bit flexible. If there's something that I have to do on a particular day, then I will just put it on the day. And then I think that'll work a lot better. This gives me a little flexibility. The artwork kind of draws my attention, so I can also see the must-dos separated from all the daily tasks. And then these to-do lists is really going to be for like more of the week, I think. Okay, hydrate. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. It may be related to some other tasks that I need to do to get into a habit. For right now, I'm just going to just think about it. And again, this is set, so I just put a little bit of washi tape right here, and it's really easy to kind of see both sides. And then, because, I don't know, maybe because it's thicker, it's easy to pick up, so I don't need a tab on it, I don't think. But if I need a tab, I can always do it. You'll see that this washi tape is pretty easy to remove. So when I get to the next day, I'll just put it down like this. Make sure it's not overlapping. I like to line up the bottom because it's slightly bigger than my Hobonichi, and then there I go. Then everything is carried forward, and then I can see the next set of days. So I think that this has the potential to be amazing from a to-do standpoint, and trying to make sure that I get the to-dos done. So I think in general this is going to work out. I will give you an update, hopefully I think in a couple of weeks I'll have a good feel whether this is working or not. And if you want to check out the older months, a lot of them are sold out. So if you want to get them, or if you just like the system, it's Cocoa Daisy. I would highly recommend them just because the artwork is just so wonderful. It's not too cutesy. And I think it's something that you could bring out at work and it would look totally professional at the same time. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye.